Welcome to Kellton Tech Solutions at Mulesoft Connect 2017. In this video, we are going to illustrate how to use batch processing to import leads from a CSV file located in the local file system into the Salesforce instance. The batch processing allows to split the payload into individual elements to process each element individually. This functionality is particularly useful when working with streaming input or when engineering near real-time data integrations between SaaS applications. On my slideshow, I have depicted a Mulesoft flow diagram which picks up the file from the local file system, processes the file, and then it inserts the leads in the file into the Salesforce instance using the Salesforce batch commit operation. Let's go to the Mulesoft Anypoint Studio platform to see how we can execute this service. The inbound endpoint for this flow is the poll CSV files, which is a file connector. It monitors the input directory highlighted in the below for every 10 seconds. When it finds a file, it processes the file and inputs it to the Salesforce connectors to insert the leads into the Salesforce instance. We are also using the message enricher node, which is useful to see if a lead is already existing in the Salesforce instance. If it doesn't exist, it will continue to insert the lead into the Salesforce. The Salesforce connector in this case is configured with my user ID and password, and it also needs to have a security token, which is something that the account user gets when you create an account with them, with the Salesforce. Now, this is the input.csv file I have, which contains 3 leads: Kellton Tech Solutions, ProSoft Technology Group, and Mulesoft. And I have given some dummy date of birth, dummy names, and dummy email IDs. Let's place this file in the input directory so that we will expect this file to be picked up by the Mulesoft flow once we run the flow. Now this file is placed in the input directory. Now I'm going to start my instance, start my application. Right click on the application, run as Mule application. The status of this application will be shown in the console. Once it is deployed, within 10 seconds, we expect this leads.csv file to be picked up by this process. I can see that the logs are rolling down, which indicates that it is trying to deploy the application. Once it is deployed, we will be able to see the status and identify that it is deployed. Yes. Here it says that it is deployed. Now let's go back and observe the input folder. The folder is empty right now because the file got picked up by this flow. Now let's observe the last lines of this flow, which contains the logging information for the execution of our leads. It says that finished execution of incomplete phase for the instance of leads bulk data processing. Total number of records processed are 6, out of which successful are 3 and failed are 3. So the failed records in this case could be already existing on the Salesforce instance, but the other 3 successful records are the ones that I gave you. To verify that these records made their way onto the Salesforce instance, I'm going to log into the Salesforce instance and then click on leads. On the leads, I'm going to run a report to get the reports that were inserted today. If you see that we have all the recent 3 leads made their way onto the Salesforce. If you want to observe against this, there are Kellton Tech Solutions, ProSoft Tech Group, and Mulesoft as the companies, and their names are first name Siva Chavali, ProSoft Group, Mule ESP, and these are nothing but those three.